What's the start of a brand new season? Always an exciting time. How much are you looking forward to getting stuck into 2024?
Probably more than ever, to be honest. Getting a good pre-season under my belt, probably coming through it, unscathed, injury-free, and fighting fit is something that I'm really working towards. I've had a couple of years where I've been quite riddled with injuries, so for me, just getting through this pre-season, being available, being active, and just trying to showcase and show my teammates the best version of myself in order to achieve the ultimate goal.
How frustrating has that been, the injury problems over the years, especially when things weren't perhaps going so well for the team in times last year? You're not able to get out there and help.
Yeah, 100%. I'm a player that likes to do. I'm a doer. I don't really like to talk about my business. I'd rather go do it. And when I'm injured on the sideline, there's no one more frustrated than myself who just wants to go out there and help the boys. But in other ways I can help them. So frustration's a massive kind of motivator for me right now, because I don't want to be just sat in the background listening in meetings but not being able to actively influence them.
Huddersfield's a club that's been very open about its ambitions in the last few years, pretty much since Ian Watson came in. The talk's been about winning things. Do you feel like this group is ready to make that next step?
Yeah, I could sit here and talk about the end of the season and what it could look like. But what I probably will just hone in on is the first 5 to 10 rounds is something that we are looking at. We know we're playing away a lot of them, so we know it's going to be a tough ask. It's probably going to be the toughest ask of the season. But when you've got Jake Connor and Tui Lola here and Clooney all firing on cylinders and training well and performing well, I'd say that's where we'll hone in on. So the first 10 rounds are massive for us. The first 2 games and obviously the opening round's massive. So the end goal looks similar every year to every team. Everyone wants to do the same. But I think we're going to have to take it a little bit more in blocks. So game by game, maybe 3 games at a time, yeah.
How much reflection have you done on last season in terms of trying to right a few wrongs, or is it a case of just clean slate?
I think it has to be a bit of both. I think we can't neglect what we did, and equally the year previous we can't neglect what we did that year. But equally it has to be a fresh year. We've all come back in different kind of shapes and fitness levels. There was no World Cup this year, which really aids in everybody getting a good off-season, a good amount of rest, letting the body recuperate. If you needed to lose a little bit of weight or put a bit of size on, you've been given that opportunity. So I think without a World Cup, without a few of the variables that were in the way, I think we might be all right. Now, I'm not saying we'll go and win it, but equally I'm not saying we're not going to go win it. It's just let's take it game by game and see where we end up. I'm confident in the group we've got. I'm confident in the systems we play. I think they are bang on of what the group is capable of, and the competition for places is high. So look, for me it's exciting. I'm at an age now where I've got a bit left in my career, hopefully another 8 to 10 years, but I've seen a group like this before, and I've seen what this kind of group can do, and the experience that I've got kind of like tells me, look, we do everything we can for this group of men, because these special individuals within this team, I'd like to think I'm a pawn in the game of chess, but without me, you can't get to where you need to be. And there's some special individuals in this group that if we can give them the platform to perform, they're undoubtedly going to go on and achieve their highest potential, which ultimately brings the team with them as well. So yeah, it's an exciting opportunity.
You mentioned sort of setting a platform. Obviously, new players come into squads at this time every year. How important is this kind of 6-week period before the first game to just help them bed in as quickly as possible to help ultimately make the team a better unit?
It's massively important, but there's been a lot of due diligence gone into bringing them players into our group. First and foremost, we only bring really good people into our group, and straight off the bat, everyone that's been brought in is an unbelievable person first. Secondly, we've brought in some absolutely outstanding players, so that helps as well. Rugby league needs talent, and the people we've brought in have definitely got talent and abundances of it. So look, we're ticking boxes, and I know there's been due diligence done away from the playing squad, away from the media, with the coaching, the recruitment setup that we've got at the Giants. And while look, we might not be sitting pretty last year at the top of the league, I'm fairly confident we've got some of the best people working in the game within our organisation. So look, I'm quietly confident about the people we've brought in. I'm definitely confident about the people that we've still got in this group, and I'm very excited for what we can achieve this year.
Well, best of luck this season, mate.
Thank you very much.
Nice.